Webheads, it's time for the top 10 comic book covers of the week.
Remember, every vote counts.
Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring in 2020's top 10 comic book covers. Fans, this is week 47, and this is the interactive video series where you, the fans, every week get to vote on which is your favorite comic book cover of the week. But that's not it, guys. By the time we get to the end of the year, which is super close, you will have the final say on which comic book cover gets that ultimate title of comic book cover of the year. Now, these upcoming covers are released on November 18th, 2020. So just giving you that heads up. And fans, at any time, if you want to become a member of Comic Book Corner 2.0, fans, all you got to do is just go onto my home screen, hit that join button. It does help support the channel, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you each and every week taking the time to watch the channel, watch this specific series, and voting every week. Hopefully, this is a lot of fun for you. All right, so before we jump into weeks 47, we have to figure out who won week 46. So the winner wound up going to Marked issue 9. You guys loved that cover. It was a stunning looking cover. Nice to see an independent book come in there, making it to the next round. The second place book went to that Alex Ross Iron Man book, and we also got to see a couple write-in votes for Hawkman issue 29. So again, you never know who can pop on in there and win, right? All right, so congratulations, Marked. So here we go, guys. Let's kick off this week's countdown. We're going to start it off with number 10, like we do each and every week. And this one goes to The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue 3. And you're probably like, Mike, why are you putting The Walking Dead on here? This is an old-ass series. Yes, but the covers are done by different artists, okay? So this one is done by David Finch, and this cover really tells the story, especially if you've read the series before, right? We obviously have Rick reuniting with his family, Lori and Carl here, right? And obviously, if you know the story on what happens, look who's in the background. We get to see Shane. You think Shane is happy to see his best friend, back? It doesn't look like it, right? It looks like he's kind of jealous, like, man, I had her in the bag and I had her son too, and he's kind of upset about it. And if you read the series, you know what happened. So this tells a great story here on the cover. Love this cover. If this one is your favorite, webheads, make sure you vote in the comments section below. Guys, you can't thumbs up someone else's vote and expect it to count. You have to write it in the comments below, okay? And just a programming note, just wanted to let you know also, there might not be a video next week as I might be going out of town for Thanksgiving. However, I will pick a cover that will represent that week, but your votes will still count for this particular week, but we'll see what happens. There still might be one, so stay tuned. All right, moving forward to number 9, we have Aquaman issue 65. This is the Joshua Middleton variant. This is just a nice piece of artwork here, as you just get to see Aquaman holding Mira, and we get to see, I guess, the teal, which represents the water in the background. We get to see the fish swimming around them or whatnot. He's just holding her. It's just a nice looking cover overall. I think it's awesome. If this one is your favorite, webheads, you know what to do. You have to vote. All right, next, coming in at number 8, this one goes to the Immortal Hulk. This is issue 40, done by the great Alex Ross. And this one is kind of cool. We get to see, Joe Fixit, right? And he's running from the cops, and we get to see the reflection in the window where you get to see the Hulk's facial expression, which I think is kind of cool, man. I think it's awesome. You get to see how Alex Ross draws his characters. They're always drawn in maybe the 60s or 70s fashion or whatnot. I think it's an awesome looking cover. Again, love the facial expressions from Joe Fixit and from Hulk himself. Looks really nice. All right, next, coming in at number 7, Webheads, we have X-Force. This is issue 14. This continues the Ten of Swords. And this one is nice because we have Wolverine on the cover here, and he's holding up his sword, and he's got this awesome facial expression. And we get to see Jean Grey in there. We get to see Beast in there. We get to see Professor X, Cyclops. You get to see like all the original X-Men in there, which I think is really awesome. And then we get to see his claws poking out at you as well. So he's pretty, he's a pretty big threat here. He's got the claws, he's got the sword. Awesome looking cover, lots of detail in this one. This one is done by Dustin Weaver. So if this one is your favorite, Webheads, make sure you vote. All right, guys, so coming in at number 6, we have the 25th anniversary issue, or milestone issue, I should say, of Captain America. Another cover done by Alex Ross. So this one is pretty cool. Captain America busting through some glass. We get to see all his closest allies with him, which looks like obviously it's a lot of the Avengers and some of the other people he's worked with over the years, like Falcon and Natasha and Bucky and whatnot. So I think this is a nice looking cover. I love how you see the details on Steve Rogers' costume, like the boots and just the scales on his costume and whatnot. I think all the characters look great. So if this one is your favorite, Webheads, you know what you have to do. By now, we got to vote, right? All right, remember, every vote matters. All right, coming in now into the top 5. Number 5. It's a little bit of a disturbing looking cover. This is Venom issue 30. This one is done by Mike Mayhew, right? This is variant A. Here we get to see Null, which, based off of this cover, makes him look like he's huge, and he's holding Venom like a doll, and he's eating him, and there's blood everywhere, and Venom's off to the side, and his tongue's hanging out like he's dead or whatnot. They make him look like a vampire, right? And it's so like grotesque looking. It's nasty, but that facial expression and then that hair, it's just so realistic and whatnot. It's just something definitely you would see out of a horror movie. So if this one is your favorite, guys, let's make sure you vote. And now we're moving on to number 4. And talking about Mike Mayhew, he has another cover here, back to back. This is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. This is issue 275. Here we got the Baroness on there, and she's got some big guns, right? And I love all the Cobra symbols all over the guns, and it looks awesome, man. And she's got this cool facial expression as well. And I think what kind of makes this cover pop is that red background, so you can really focus in on the character as well. Great looking cover. If this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, next, moving on to the top 3. This was pretty hard to judge my top 3 covers, but I really, really love this cover. This is Symbiote Spider-Man issue 1, King in Black tie-in. This one is cool because it features all the characteristics of the symbiotic suit. And I love how you get to see Spider-Man in the suit front and center, and it breaks down everything that he does. Like, it focuses on the head, right? Responds to thoughts. Then the organic web shooters, where it focuses on the hands, right? Then the chest, and it just says shape-shifting camouflage. And then it has all these different things on there. So it's called the 5 key abilities, the black costume. I think this is an awesome cover. Love the breakdown of it. So if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. All right, so coming in at number 2, this one goes to Dark Knight's Death Metal issue 5. This is another Robin King variant, and this is done by Ryan Brown. This cover is cool. I love the purple background in there. Makes the character pop as well. We just get to see all the characteristics of the Robin King. He's very gritty. You gotta look at his teeth there. He's just like grinding them. He's just so evil, right? And it's just something you don't want to mess with if you cross paths with him, right? I mean, such a nice looking cover here. I just love how close you can get to him and really study that character. So if this one is your favorite, Webheads, let's make sure you vote. And last but not least, coming in at number 1, when I saw this cover, right, I was like, whoa, like this jumps out at you. And this one goes to Something is Killing the Children, issue 12, Ken Lashley Virgin variant. Here we get to see Erica Slaughter, that face right up at you, right? And again, that one eye that you always focus on when you're reading that comic is exposed. The other eye is covered. You get to see that cool looking mask, but the creature that kills the children is up there right in front of her, and just the red explosion or whatnot is there too. And just everything about it makes you really study and look at that cover. It's so awesome. The creature actually reminds me of the creatures from Stranger Things. That's really what this reminded me of when I saw this cover here. But nevertheless, it looks great. It really captures the attention. It's something that if you saw at the comic shop, you'd be like, yep, I'm buying this, right? So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 comic book covers of the week. Now I want to hear which one is your favorite. Remember, every vote matters. And guys, if you like my content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like that content, I'll leave you more right here for you to check out. And until next time, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye.